Family travel is a land of unforgettable places, and today we count them down. These are the 10 best places to visit in 2026. From natural wonders to buzzing cities, every stop on this list has earned its spot. So sit back, relax, and let the journey begin. We travel from quiet, hidden corners to the most famous sights of all. Consider this your calm, unhurried tour of family travel. Be sure to save this video for your trip planning and stay to the end for our number 1 pick. Let us begin the countdown at number 10. Starting our list at number 10 is San Antonio, Texas, where the Riverwalk turns a simple stroll into a full afternoon of barge rides, riverside ice cream, and shaded restaurant patios. Kids get an up-close animal encounter at SeaWorld San Antonio, home to roller coasters built for younger riders alongside dolphin and sea lion shows the whole family can enjoy together. The San Antonio missions, including the Alamo, give families a hands-on history lesson that feels more like an adventure than a classroom, with rangers who tailor tours to younger visitors. Six Flags. Fiesta, Texas rounds out the trip with kid-sized coasters and splash zones, so even the littlest travelers get their own thrill ride moment. Because the Texas Hill Country keeps hotel rates lower than the coasts, a week here often costs a fraction of a Florida or California trip without cutting any of the fun. The Pearl District adds a walkable food hall scene where picky eaters and adventurous ones can both find something, all within sight of the historic Pearl Brewery buildings. Spring and fall bring the mildest weather, letting families skip the brutal Texas summer heat, while still catching every festival the Riverwalk hosts along its banks. The Doceum, a hands-on children's museum, gives younger kids a rainy day option with water tables, a rooftop garden, and maker spaces built for small hands. Tex-Mex breakfast tacos from a Riverwalk cafe give families a cheap, filling start to the day before a full morning of walking between missions and parks. December brings the Riverwalk's lighted boat parade and holiday displays, a festive twist that draws families back for a second trip outside the usual summer season. At number 9, Washington, D.C. offers something rare in American travel. Nearly every major museum and monument is completely free to walk into any day of the week. The Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum lets kids stand under real rockets and touch a moon rock, while the National Zoo's giant pandas are always a guaranteed hit. A bike ride or paddle boat trip around the tidal basin puts the Jefferson and Lincoln memorials right at eye level for even the youngest sightseers. The International Spy Museum turns history into a game, handing kids their own cover identity to use as they move through interactive missions built for young agents. With so many free attractions clustered within walking distance of each other, families can fill a full week without ever needing a rental car. Spring brings the National Cherry Blossom Festival, wrapping the tidal basin in pink blooms and turning a history trip into a photo-worthy seasonal event for the whole family. The Museum of Natural History's Dinosaur Hall and Hope Diamond draw kids in for hours, while nearby food trucks make lunch breaks easy without leaving the mall. Metro trains connect nearly every hotel to every monument, so families skip parking headaches entirely and let even young kids help navigate the color-coded lines. The Library of Congress and U.S. Capitol both offer free guided tours built around real stories kids recognize from school, turning civics into something they can actually see. Georgetown's waterfront and cupcake shops give families an easy dinner and stroll evening after a full day of museum walking downtown. Number 8 is the self-proclaimed water park capital of the world, Wisconsin Dells, home to more indoor and outdoor water parks per square mile than anywhere else in the country. Resorts here bundle unlimited water park access right into the room rate, so families can hop between wave pools and towering slides across several properties without buying separate tickets. Beyond the slides, boat tours through the upper and lower dells reveal sandstone cliffs carved by glaciers, a scenic break that gets kids outside and off the pool deck. Because most water parks stay heated year-round, this is one of the few tropical-feeling family trips that works just as well in January as it does in July. Go-kart tracks, mini golf, and an old-fashioned candy shop-lined Main Street give kids something to do after the swimsuits finally come off. Wizard Quest sends families through a maze of puzzle rooms and secret passages, a low-cost break from the water parks that still keeps the whole group moving together. Because the Dells sits within a day's drive of Chicago, Milwaukee, and Minneapolis, it works as an easy weekend trip, rather than requiring a full week of vacation days. Many resorts offer suites with bunk beds and kitchenettes built specifically for families, keeping meal costs down across a multi-day stay. Noah's Ark Water Park, the largest in the country, adds a lazy river and dedicated toddler splash zone, so parents with very young kids get their own quieter corner. A quick trolley ride and mini golf stop give families a lighter, walkable break from the water parks without leaving the main strip. Because most hotels sit within a short drive of every attraction, families can pack a lot into a long weekend without spending most of the trip in the car. Sitting at number 7, Williamsburg, Virginia packs history and thrill rides into one compact corner of the state, making it an easy add-on to any East Coast road trip. Colonial Williamsburg brings the 1700s to life with costumed blacksmiths, printers, and fife and drum parades that let kids ask questions and even try a few colonial trades themselves. Just down the road, Busch Gardens Williamsburg blends European village theming with coasters built for every age, from gentle carousel rides to record-setting drops for the brave ones. Water Country USA next door adds a full day of slides and wave pools, so a single trip covers history, thrills, and a beach day without ever leaving the same small city. Because the 3 parks sit so close together, families can build a 5-day itinerary that never requires more than a 15-minute drive between stops. Jamestown Settlement and the Yorktown Battlefield are both a short drive away, letting older kids connect the dots between America's first colony and its fight for independence. Fall foliage along the Colonial Parkway turns the drive between historic sites into its own scenic attraction, especially appealing to families road tripping down from the Northeast. King's Dominion sits less than an hour north, giving thrill-seeking teenagers an extra coaster-heavy day if the family wants to stretch the trip a bit longer. Costumed interpreters happily answer questions in character, so a curious 8-year-old asking about colonial life gets a real in-the-moment answer rather than a plaque to read. Spring and early fall keep temperatures mild for the outdoor walking tours, avoiding both the sticky Virginia summer and the coldest days of winter. At number 6, Myrtle Beach delivers 60 miles of wide, gently sloping sand along South Carolina's Grand Strand. Exactly the kind of gentle surf that makes parents relax. The Myrtle Beach Boardwalk mixes arcades, a giant sky wheel, and saltwater taffy shops into a nightly ritual that kids look forward to as much as the beach itself. More than 100 mini golf courses across the area, many with waterfalls and pirate ships, turn a simple putt-putt round into its own theme park experience. Family Kingdom Amusement Park sits right on the ocean front, letting kids ride a wooden coaster in the morning and jump straight into the waves by afternoon. Because oceanfront condos here run well below Florida coastal prices, a week-long beach trip stays affordable even for larger families. Broadway at the beach adds an aquarium, a lake, and dozens of restaurants in one walkable complex, giving families an easy evening plan when everyone's ready for a break from the sand. Ripley's Aquarium's glass tunnel walk lets kids stand surrounded by sharks and stingrays without ever getting wet, a popular rainy afternoon fallback. Late spring and early fall bring warm water with smaller crowds than peak summer, making those shoulder season weeks a favorite among repeat family visitors. A short drive south to Brook Green Gardens adds a zoo and sculpture garden combo that gives families a quieter, shaded morning between beach days. Fresh seafood shacks along the intracoastal waterway let families try shrimp and grits, or a low-country boil without needing a reservation or a dressy dinner out. Because Myrtle Beach International sits so close to the hotel strip, families can be on the sand within 20 minutes of landing. Number 5. Chicago proves a major American city can be one of the best family destinations in the country, anchored by a lakefront built for kids to explore. The Shedd Aquarium's beluga whales and the Museum of Science and Industry's coal mine, walk-through, and giant model train layout keep young minds engaged for hours at a stretch. Navy Pier adds a Ferris wheel, a children's museum, and lakefront fireworks in summer, all reachable on foot from most downtown hotels. Millennium Park's Cloud Gate sculpture and splash pad fountain give kids a free, open-air place to burn energy between museum stops. Chicago's extensive public transit and pedestrian-friendly loop mean families can cover the whole itinerary without ever needing to rent a car. The Field Museum's Sue the T-Rex skeleton and the Art Institute's family scavenger hunts give kids two very different ways to spend a rainy day downtown. Deep dish pizza dinners and a Lake Michigan beach day, both possible on the same afternoon, give Chicago a mix most coastal cities can't match. Summer brings free outdoor concerts and festivals across the park system, giving families evening entertainment options that never require buying a ticket. A 90-minute architecture river cruise turns the skyline into a story kids can follow, pointing out the tallest buildings and the reasons they were built the way they were. Lincoln Park Zoo stays free year-round, giving families an easy half-day stop between downtown museum visits without adding another ticket to the budget. At number 4, Yellowstone National Park offers the kind of real, unscripted wildlife encounters that no theme park can replicate, spread across Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. Watching Old Faithful erupt on a predictable schedule gives kids a countdown to look forward to, followed by boardwalk walks past bubbling mud pots and rainbow-colored hot springs. The Lamar Valley, often called America's Serengeti, regularly turns up bison herds, elk, and the occasional distant wolf pack, all visible right from the car window. Ranger-led junior ranger programs give kids a workbook of trail-based challenges to complete, turning a family hike into a badge they get to earn and keep. Because the park spans over 2 million acres, families can choose easy boardwalk loops for toddlers, or longer backcountry trails for older kids without ever feeling boxed in. Grand Prismatic Springs rainbow colors, best viewed from the Overlook Trail, tend to be the single photo kids remember most from the entire trip. Cabins and campgrounds inside the park book up nearly a year in advance, so families who plan early get the shortest drive to the geysers and wildlife each morning. Late spring brings newborn bison calves and thinner crowds than the peak of summer, making May and June a favorite window for families avoiding the biggest lines. Mammoth Hot Springs' terraced limestone formations give families a very different landscape than the geysers, one that looks almost otherworldly against the surrounding pine forest. Rangers remind every visitor to keep a safe distance from wildlife, a rule kids tend to take seriously once they see just how large a bison really is up close. A short detour to this Grand Teton Range just south of the park adds jagged, snow-capped peaks and calm lakes perfect for a family canoe paddle to end the trip. Number 3 takes families across the Pacific to Oahu, Hawaii, where calm, reef-protected bays make it one of the easiest places in the country for young kids to snorkel for the first time. Hanauma Bay's shallow, fish-filled waters and Waikiki's gentle beach breaks give parents a low-stress introduction to ocean swimming that few mainland beaches can match. The Pearl Harbor National Memorial offers an age-appropriate way to teach older kids about history, with a boat ride out to the USS Arizona that leaves a lasting impression. The Polynesian Cultural Center lets kids try hula lessons, watch fire knife dancing, and paddle a canoe, packing several island cultures into one afternoon. Because Oahu's resorts increasingly bundle keiki, or kids' clubs and shallow lagoon pools into the stay, parents get real downtime while children stay entertained just steps away. A short hike up Diamond Head Crater rewards even young kids with a sweeping view of Waikiki and the Pacific, all in under an hour round trip. The North Shore's calmer summer waters let families watch giant winter surf swells from a safe distance, then swim those same beaches once the season turns gentle. Shave ice stands and food trucks selling fresh poke bowls make lunch part of the adventure rather than a scheduled break, keeping kids engaged between beach stops. A sunset catamaran cruise off Waikiki often turns up spinner dolphins riding the bow wake, a moment that tends to become the highlight clip of the whole trip. Because direct flights reach Honolulu from most major West Coast cities in under 6 hours, Oahu ends up more convenient for many families than a long East Coast beach drive. The Dole Plantation's pineapple maze and garden train give younger kids a slower, playful afternoon that balances out a beach-heavy itinerary. At number 2, San Diego combines the San Diego Zoo, Legoland, and SeaWorld into one metro area, all wrapped in the kind of mild, sunny weather that removes almost all seasonal planning risk. The San Diego Zoo and its safari park let kids get closer to giraffes, pandas, and elephants than almost anywhere else in the country, with several hands-on feeding experiences built for younger visitors. Legoland, California is built specifically for kids under 12, with ride heights and pacing designed around younger riders, rather than teenagers chasing bigger thrills. Calm, life-guarded beaches like Coronado and La Jolla Cove give families gentle waves for young swimmers and tide pools full of starfish for curious toddlers to explore. Because San Diego's temperatures barely swing between seasons, this is one of the rare family destinations that books up just as fast in December as it does in July. Balboa Park packs the zoo alongside a dozen museums and Spanish colonial gardens, all reachable on one free tram loop that makes navigating with strollers painless. USS Midway Museum lets kids climb into a real aircraft carrier's cockpits and flight deck, a hands-on history stop that pairs well with a seaport village lunch nearby. Because San Diego sits an easy drive from both the mountains and the desert, families can add a day trip to Julian's apple orchards without disrupting the beach and zoo plan. Old Town. San Diego's Mexican restaurants and mariachi bands give families an easy, casual dinner spot after a long day of walking the zoo or the beach. Mission Bay's calm, boat-free swim coves make it one of the safest spots in the city for toddlers still getting used to open water. Because the airport sits just a few minutes from downtown, families lose almost no vacation time to travel once they land, unlike destinations with a long transfer drive. And the #1 place to travel with kids in the entire United States is Orlando, Florida, home to the largest concentration of theme parks built specifically for families anywhere on Earth. Walt Disney World spreads 4 distinct parks across age-tiered attractions, from toddler-friendly rides in Fantasyland to thrill coasters that satisfy teenagers in the same afternoon. Universal Orlando's wizarding world of Harry Potter turns young readers into wide-eyed explorers, wandering real cobblestone streets pulled straight from the books and films. Discovery Cove offers an all-inclusive day where kids can swim alongside dolphins and snorkel over a man-made coral reef, all included in a single ticket price. Orlando also carries more pediatric urgent care clinics per capita than almost any other U.S. metro, a quiet safety net that gives parents real peace of mind on a packed vacation. With direct flights from nearly every major U.S. airport and hotel options ranging from budget to ultra-luxury, Orlando remains the single easiest family trip to plan from anywhere in the country. Character dining experiences let kids share a meal with their favorite Disney or Universal characters, turning breakfast into a memory instead of just a stop before the rides. Visiting in late January or early September avoids both the peak summer heat and the biggest holiday crowds while still keeping most rides and shows fully open. SeaWorld. Orlando rounds out the park lineup with manatee encounters and coasters built for a range of ages, giving families a 4th full day without repeating a single ride. Genie Plus and similar line-skip passes have become almost essential for families with young kids, trimming hours of standing in the Florida sun down to a few short waits. Because so many attractions sit within one connected resort area, a single week here can deliver a beach day, a water park day, and 4 separate theme parks without ever changing hotels. From the castle fireworks over Cinderella's castle to the roar of a coaster launch at Universal, Orlando earns the top spot as the one American trip built entirely around a kid's sense of wonder. So there you have it, the 10 best places to visit in family travel for 2026. Every single one is worth adding to your list. Now we would love to know, which of these would you visit first? Let us know all about it down in the comments below. If this journey inspired you, please like and subscribe for more relaxing travel guides. It truly helps our small channel grow. Thank you so much for watching, and aloha from Kahana Designs. Until next time, safe travels and sweet dreams.